no nsia yamagana de chima nyina achen ebraso se omayimu nsema yaboaboa no flight tv so no yekenkan nyina emaw se kasebo nsemi efri main studios Okanta School Junction oko Aberfontaine tane so a flight tv gh nsemi yakunche ni nyina agu ho a ubenya bia kan na wanya bi ahwe adehye mo teacher mante obrejima number 1 kasebo yeto apeti ho a adehye ho nyina etie bi ene anopa yi na ensema hodo a anopa yi obeti bi ene se Ghana mampanya enchekura obetna kunwa so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ede atu dwase oba ade ba ko be hwe ni wotu ase kankan project any dream ena obetu ase na enre Ghana mra shibedwa no ekwasetena na abra Right Honorable Urban Kingsford Sumana Robin market register na omujuma no ombobodi na oswafo a ohwe sika semso na oye absent Ghana yemra she video fee Deputy Minority Chief Whip ere atu itwase ekobase NP manyuko no ema onmunyamfo Alexander Afenyo Markins ekoye don kitwan banu den ebeboa pa ma ban no eni aba ne ho esowe ene ensema hodo bi ena no pai jede sumu sekasebo Fly TV ene Fly FM eso empanyimfo si abosoe ene ma ojapai kasebo no masida Macheden International School dia oseja padia odija abofra no na uwachi obi njem free ne nsam no nwumasua senti fa ne bray na omeje entity ye Macheden crèche kindergarten nursery primary junior high school asemdane se sukui chechire for mabin de kire ne adusuamu bambo honsem Macheden International School as tunishie bambo honsem agunna so yewo basa efa suku for no eco school onpon obefa fam nyina edi omo akufie 0592500593 0592500593 Macheden no si dream believe and become enochi the general semen kancho say data bundle odi ye adwuma the general enterprise asemdane say ebono omadete so no bono efopa eti ofre general 0597 239862 0597239862 ubenya data bundle biato a odi beye udwumadi ahodo a udi nyina na enochi Macheden natural mineral water say ono so edi so abuja so na inso ne ede utubiton a ubenya mfaso so kura ede gu bronye bai ahofo no ebeba fie enti 0538461144 0205225477 na ono Macheden natural mineral water NTN komo mame fangro mu primes place and event the tene say bia wo ya asafo ope bia ya ehoso na fi okodi udwuma eno achi bia obeye aye anase wedding graduation na abeye na ope bia ya ehoso na makoye sa adwuma ya promise place and event na no pai make am for etiama san say e space no ehoso you civil environment on ti say de bia ekoso ewo ho eno achi bia na nipa no mba ho behia se ombenya bia ya ombeda mdo mutiri beto na afimatimi asonda yepa ni nyina primaries place and event jewo ni nyina bi yakachie mesre wada adwumakoi kwafu krom Okanta School Junction one Akanayu center no akiro pe na omubutu enti frepanye kwanchefo no 0242911106 0242911106 nane primaries place an event employing for NTN Komo. Marine Found Herbal Healing Ministry, Dr. Oyadeye, Najuma Pointy, Ghana Dishin, Ebon said Dr. Oyadeye, na Dr. Emmanuel Nisi, as some making, or see ya diabetes stroke, and watchy infertility bema, Massa, why ya, I wanna and Miss Rawada, Dr. Sebra. Na omo wodru and what your about for your funeral unhunde be ye na ye fruno asay misrawada doctor fro and what you fibroid ya den ofro se bema ebia uzip no wantimi antum enti wakwati ya diabetes se gonorrhea syphilis Mr. Doctor sana poya entrefie ditomnika nabra na beji atru eno echi oba odi po white yade onso ade TB abo ho Doctor Sefabre osiminga nche say low sperm count enkomo na hodini sexual weakness odi bo enia na ohnimu epansu Dr. Efro eno echi waist pains diabetes typhoid and afi ulcer we nyina yade Dr. Jimanolisi eye hu atwuma Dr. Siminga nche say busumi ekwesi busumi ewromu a free hair screening enti wo body mfidie be show ni pedwemu na omwodro ape so onjo kapre onjo dama enti fredo ewo 0547 452 121 0547 452 na on Dr. Jimano Nisi enti enkomo Apes Electrical Engineer Service makacho se bronya no na yekwi enti edan na wasi no eho behia pan se ye wiring na yetwe enkanea ebafio ni kwanse abusiafo ebo mbeba na efio sum kabisi aseda bi ebasa hyenkran enti oni Apes Electrical Engineer Service endi enkomo na Apes say oil street light installation and what filling station wiring domestic and commercial house wiring troubleshooting oyebi and what ye be out in a block factory and apese Apes and so ebe ye wiring no emawa Mr. da Apes Electrical Engineer Service and anapai make am for no edi amawo na asem den say Apes ewo pokwasi abensu na frepanyi kwanche for ne ewo 0554 620305 0207 na one Apes Electrical Engineer Service na Bible say wanya manuamu nkumai na kyerese wanya mame enti abofra ya wo hwe no screen si su ya doctor for kyerese ensufin agina abofra ti ebe hia 40,000 Ghana cedis na dia ya abofra yi surgery okakra wa enemedie no na ye ka bum akwaja abofra yi enkwa misrawa da 0533723114 Alice Maku aseni ene yedian osande beba na yem nyina yemwa na yenji abofra yi enkwa wi abusia enyuma kuyada roma ene nei December bosene de tosu edu enwotwe maso yasene na yede kasebo no ebesumu okenkan ni eyemi nana Kwame Addo afi ensem no enchechimu ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana mampanya enchekura jede no ebisi banwa kunwa no so na fi abayeto niema ede oman no akoboshe asase ne so ede nsembi atutwa na ne nsem nyina ne se katahihye kankan proye ne dream eyade bia ekoso oman mu popopa na edo kronkrofo bibiri sesebe dokobo a edo kru nipa na ade ba ko esi ne se adeche general ne de so se de nisi akunwa no so a obehwe no wotu ase pa kankan proye ene dreama obruni kan se corruption o se no ene ya de ba ko pa obehwe na afi otu ase na odinsemi ekwotu dwa ewo Germany mountain so abra na on Germany TV station be friend DWTV AD enkomo na ne nkasemu ena o kyerese o hwe na mamu a obebui na kwanya obefa so alto my Ghana ede akobosha asase no so na o hwe hyehyɛ ya odi gu akwamu ya eho behia pa se kankan proye any dream any katahyehyɛ otu ase na se utimi yesa ne man nyina ebeboa pa ama na mamu a obebu o my kronkron Ghana no atimi afa no ntoma pa afra wase uni biara waya wadwen sende adechi obey obe transe na fi obedi ujuma na so obeye katahyehyɛ kankan ne proye o se ne manim ya pakoniema esanse sa nema na de oba na nya de se oba ba so epio na osiba bia yadri ontimi entra ho enye hwe ha mankrofo bi emfo man no frikan so ewia nanka ne sente ade chi nya de afra ne hye ne nsa na oye ai John Dramani Mahama na so ewia kankan pro any dream obetu ase free Ghana.
One, that we improve on efficiency in governance.
You are listening to Fly
one of the
FM.
things we need to do is to carry through the constitutional review that stalled after this government came into place. There are many issues that we need to deal with in our constitutional governance and also in our governance activities. And so one of the first things we'll do would be to take the whole issue of constitutional review again and see how we can structure things so that we have a more dynamic constitution going forward. Aside from that, we need to take the fight against corruption and waste to a new level. And so how do we improve our governance system so that we're not having so much waste as a result of corruption and waste. And so that's something that we need to look at. How do we look at our economic management in the sense that our economic managers are able to manage it in such a way that we don't end up where we have found ourselves this time, for instance, in terms of debt management.
Yeah, na enwachi no era amampanye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etu edwase se nipa de oti asase so oya adwuma pa ba biero bagina bia wunsuro enti wo ka ere ato NPP wanyekuo no ntitru omo a omodi omayi anim se oju hudi pa se oye bema obeta Ghana konwa sui omana japade de share wonsa wantoto na se a de enti na wusuro se ayi na de chin se ye 100 over wia o fa lu play no wadwane from micro Ghana o say na banya obe make shop se uni biara obedi Ghana konwa anase Ghana di brebi na de japade share wonsa ntitru ebia sika na why wadwen se wadi sika no ade chin se sika ni nyina obefi ni nyina aba.
We're also going to establish a system for recovering any ill-gotten wealth or misappropriation of government properties or landed property that anybody has taken, so that we set a new standard of accountability in governance. If people want to serve in government, they must be prepared to account to the public for their service. And so we're not only going to hold the outgoing governments accountable, we're going to hold people who serve in this new government to the same standards of accountability that will hold the outgoing government.
No no Ghana Mampanye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama evie no e to twese na no abra na onam ebon toa na oda na nhihye na niso de hunu adi ache Ghana de hye no ade ba ko a ohwe pa ayi mabunu no o in fact bia abeko bia obebodwa na mabunu no beba ohwe o manim kra na o facial expression no edia danse pefe se mabru no omanya ne mugidie popo na osesa ne ma no ena ma na hotoso a ade chin ore beba na ore abeyo micro Ghana ye nti mabru omampanyi kire se oba o hihye bebre ere ma mabru.
Weight of responsibility and looking at the faces of the young people I saw at all the rallies and the high expectation they have in our government, it gives me a humble feeling and a sense of preparing to give it my best so that I can turn this country around and create a better future for our young people. I call it resetting Ghana. We need a reset so that we can create a better environment for our young people to thrive and create enough opportunity for them to be able to realize their full potential.
Any Ghana Mampanya nanu ada yeto abamano His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nsemi nyina ode tudwa ewo Germany mountain no so yeto akase bono so namedo akọ Ghana yemra hye bedwafie na ndrei na mrahye bedwafo no esan ekwasetena na bra right honorable Urban Kingsford Sumana Babin etinegwom na ohye ni mu se ende osofo a ohye sikasem so enso beba efie ho na kire se dwumadi amudi no atimi akoso no ende otunani bonkum ni farm osofo ohye sikasem so nowhere to be found ntinke empty na yeka kire se the number you are calling cannot be reached at the moment ntinra na finance minister ehhye ne ba bia yehu no enam so emansem ne de be dedwa ewufie ho na onumunyamfo Alexander Afenyo Markins ono nso edadom kese na no ono nso nowhere to be found enti ekofa nsem bebre eba efie na eno na mrahye dwane ema adehye mo anya so tum abato empeso so Dr. Honorable Dixon Adomako Kisi ono ene sori gina ye na ye na adwen se ende dom kese no ba no danu Afenyo Markins eni hodia o sori agina na wakasa na bra Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi ekasa na ore to dwase. In fact, finance minister and fie ho awama no man nye obia adwense bia NPP manyuko ni mpanyumfo ene no ewo ensem bia se omoka anase aye bia omo beko no ena macheda ye sanse de beya dwumadie bi anase budget bi wo ho a ni kwanse omo ye omse sa ndra finance minister fie ho awama no NPP mpanyumfo no obia enim ho mache enti machedafo no enya se omokeka kasansem no enso ewufio
8, I don't know whether people are there, presentation of papers, whether these papers are ready. So we'll go to at the commencement of public business, presentation of papers. The following papers to be presented. 7A, by the Minister for Finance, expenditure in advance of appropriation for January to March 2025.
Mr. Speaker, I think yesterday we had decided to put it on hold briefly. As it stands now, I don't have any new update with regards to that.
Unfortunately, you didn't tell me the authority you used to respond to this matter. Could you put it on record?
Mr. Speaker, this is the MP for Anyanso, the available leader at the moment.
I see. So since when did you become available leader?
Mr. Speaker, by virtue of the circumstances we find ourselves in.
Well, so available leader, what about the other items? Which one do you think we could take? Then I can note that and then call on the people to make the presentations. Under item 7, we still have B, C, and then under item 8, which is presentation and first reading of bills, which ones are we to take? Who are available to lay them? And then I can proceed on that. Available leader, has your reign ended?
Right Honorable Urban Kings for Sumana Babin NFA Ubia and also Regina yet some majority leader or Ghana Yamra Shebe Jeffy Honorable Dixon Adomako Kisi ono Emra Shebe Jenny Emma Dishomo Enya Sotum Abato Empeswa Eso Nazan Semia Honorable Dixon Eka Yesa Nyedom Kitwano Ete and I'm so Emma minority Chief Whip or Honorable Kwame Abuja on also Eso Regina in order to address in fact Sa kwanya NPP wanyokuo no ene finance minister afaso eye no o ma hyeda ni nyina ne sa de kyem nim sa mudwumade e ba wiye enti o ma hyeda eye kana nabi se de be ya aban a e ba no ne dwumade a odi no on be bre no ase.
The item you mentioned 7A is such a critical requirement of government and a responsibility of this house to undertake that. Mr. Speaker, you will recall that yesterday I suggested that it was almost an open understanding that the finance minister was going to be here to lay this paper. When he decided not, or when he didn't come, there was rumors all over the place. I didn't peddle any rumor. I just suggested that I hope there was no conspiracy to say that the finance minister would not lay this particular item. The very respected, the supreme leader, Honorable Chairman Sabonsu, came to the defense of the finance minister saying that based on some new development on the fiscal front of the state, it might be necessary for him to maybe review what he's already brought to Parliament, because I know you are in possession of what he was supposed to lay. That is why it appeared on the order paper. We are here today again, Mr. Speaker. The finance minister is not here. The leader of the side opposite is not here. Nobody is telling us anything. Mr. Speaker, I'll repeat. I hope there's no conspiracy to make it impossible for this to be laid, to be taken, until Parliament, the 8th Parliament expires. The whole world would have known that it was a deliberate decision of somebody not to lay this to be taken. I hope the rumors circulating are false. I just hope it's false. Otherwise, there's no reason why a document in the possession of Mr. Speaker, the document is already here. Why there's nobody available in government to lay this is a mystery, Mr. Speaker. Why did you communicate that document to Parliament if you are not ready to lay it? So, Mr. Speaker, I'll just leave it here. But let all people, workers in government, everybody who draws from the public purse be aware that the opportunity exists for the finance minister to communicate to Parliament this document of expenditure in advance of appropriation. However, they have decided that it's known to them, they are not going to lay that paper. If we get to a point where we are not able to take this under the 8th Parliament, the blame should solely be at the doorstep of President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia and the finance minister. And they should be aware that there are consequences in the constitution if you fail to discharge your duties, responsibilities placed on you as a public official.
Any Honorable Kwame Abuja or a minority Chief Whip of Ghana Yamra Shebe Jeffy and no Krakramu. And I'm Rashid Jenny Emma Dishamo Mansha South Abato Empeswaso Honorable Dr. Matthew opoku prempe napo to adwase say in fact empanyimfo ahodoe eni hodia na ono osusu sende meeting no speaker ema ho kwan na amomfanto ho nkosi se empanyimfo ahodo no ebeba.
There we go again. After looking at his side, his leader, deputy leader are not available in the chamber. He extends a statement to us to say that there's a conspiracy on our side. If there's a conspiracy of leadership. If there's a conspiracy, where is Atto? Where is Emmanuel Mamua? Where is Afenyo? Where is Patricia J? I think there's a conspiracy of leadership. And we should hold Agbeja responsible for that conspiracy. Because for all the leaders here, he's the senior most.
You are listening to Fly FM.
Mr. Speaker, it is not the first time in this house that even a minister brings a document and decides that I'm going to withdraw the document. It will not be the first. So the fact that the speaker has got the expenditure vote on account doesn't mean the Minister of Finance, in the light of what the Supreme Leader, Osei Chairman Sabutu said, certain things might have happened on the physical space in this country, such that the Finance Minister may be looking at his figures very well to come and withdraw and bring an appropriate document. Mr. Speaker, the best we can do at this juncture is to suspend sitting so that we go and look for our leaders to come and direct us on what to do. Mr. Speaker, I'll beg, let us suspend sitting so that we go and chase Atto and Afenyo and find out what they are doing. Maybe they are doing your beloved welfare issues.
Any Mansha South about some persons from Rashid Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempenapo and Adodona Efre no. Jenko Yano Pano Sanka Sebono Ewo Bruno is Mantem no Emu na Director of Center of Art and Culture Arinina El Bruno is Dr. Berema Asumadu Sachi na wakasa de resede ato Ghana emabunu enim se braso se obibia esore waka na fe yamamne amane no yesomu na ehwe ni yi na ose ehun behia pa se mabunu betwe ho afra temdidie na fe anuan sade ehun na aboapa na dachi emabunu no atimi akomani odin semi eto dwa abra na dwumadie yato din se 9 lesson and carol night ekoso Center of Art and Culture na ninyina nam dia se da PCA matwedi ampomba se yadom Kwame Tuturubo sunyankropon o nanu ada abato Ghana rehye nyina ekoto ye na eye asumdie na eno achi no na Dr. Berema Asumadu Sachi eretu omanim se obesere mabrada se amontwemo ho enfratem didie ho obabunu ho panyia onfa buo ni die se enfoma no na eno ene dia dan se pefre se oman no yewado ye culture ya mamre ni amane no eyade a untimi entoto na se Ndi se mabru no eyesa beboa pa na de asumdie aba.
Na Center of National Culture, if I can issue, I don't want to see or more the Adum ye, Mgu of your Ghana. You catch the Ghana money now, say, Mgu are the animal D. Tebese, about to ye chino, Yama Comani Uncle from Yamabasa and see. About the Daroma, party Munina, Obia, Humbabi Ojina, party Munina, so Aji, Obibia Tumu, until Chidi for the day. And here say, Yabas Basabia, Omagana Yasum mine. About the Acha, there were Mamma Amania or Conson Goswa. They say, and he said, about 4 deep in Yatem, we did in Yatem, my mamma consono, a Musu Cassia, and then she also mount. Tebese, near the attempt, Casabasa Bia, and for some Bumo, Manganamu, and from Cosom Mano, Yamabuno, Yan Shannon, say a mamre, H. Sadiano, Yamamre, Empatem Didier, and Tiabaco, I feel a wee, Yabako Bunyan, Ayashum Gionqua, and Moni and Moni Moroso, now run few one Cassembia, the Basabasa, Uncle Sembia, and Fabo. Any Bunya Asumjimu, no body share or what Magana, no Afia Bissimi, or what the infamy, no Magana and Queen.
Any Dr. Berema Asumadu Sachi, or Director of Center of Arts and Culture, Arinina or Bruno is Mantem no Emu na Enwachino, Bruno is Regional Director or the Ghana Tourism Authority, ano Ura appear, Aji na ono and guest speaker, Ujumedino Ase. Ononso ekasa ena odi ase the PCA Emma Ghana de shese maya de na no ada abato ekoto na nkrofo an na abato ede ensem bebribesi ena abato ede emfa henkosi o se obi bia na fam de ama na no aba ekoto ye aye asumdue ofaso ede futu eda de sede eto ahyenkafo anim se abra aka na akra na ewura bronyemu obesrada se me pentema kwa aba contembra ntem de obesre se omonhwem ho emfiri on fe hyenkane okotena city animu a ensa ye friend say ensa de enum bi o say wiem asesa enti wo kwa na o ya hwe se de beye a unkohwie obi ba moja enwu
o se de din ka ye de nyamia hwe ya seda carrot night ne be na ye hwe abatu ye tu ye na ye munyamia ma ayasua e fata se ye de nyamia se wo bra ye di Christmas enti science for enhye pam no o ma ye nyina betu e be hia se ye me de nyamia se emfa carrot no so enkyere ye ni so nkyere nyame wasumdua a ode ama ya batu na febru nya nso edukum o ma ya sumdue no ntira ho ne odo ne ayonkofa entira ye nyina do Christmas o ma ye masika ne hia adraba 42 ne yete ye masika hia ye nchen enipa nkwa o bra wa bre no wa adwene ni mu ani ni sa adwene no bra wa bre ani ni tutu ahokwa ndi so mo bro mo nyi o ma home o mo masika ni o manim na nipa nkwa hia ebi se ye ngu ya nim de benya ani nti esrada aba for se afie ko bro nyami o mo ma ye ntiboni bia na ye nyina ni bro nya na sumdie
any panya order Ghana Tourism Authority ano Bruno East owura apia aje na ode ensemi nyina etu edwawe ensemi so na yegina na anopa no nsia kasebo a yede ebesomo Flight TV so no yede ni nyina asi emu aseda Magdalene International School Magdalene Natural Mineral Water the General Flight TV Herbal Healing Ministry APES Electrical Engineer Service NFA Jumaku friends Primus place an event or say biaya odi ebe yo programs ahodo bi ti say aware eno achi ebia birthday party na wo peye and say graduation eno achi asori ope biaya wo so na wakoye retreat eno achi ye wo guest room obenya baabi ama hoho na da na wasom adwo ye wo serene environment na Primus place an event ene akana yo center no na chirope ene butu nti frempanyimfo 0242911106 and what you also be a program in upper say on one transnational plan mawa offer na obey say jumani nyina edi ama wie enyuma kwada roma na no paka se bono jede ebeso mo MD Mokudi Lastic and gina mfidie na chi echinchim na fruma enso ema me chief executive producer DJ Fly me amisi nkonwa ekenkan sem nyina me nana Kwame Addo kasebona si nonsombo pa ho sima aduno a de obokrata aba edwaso no yebeba boboso na wa nyabi atie enoachi no nwotwe empa mu so anapako sports enso ebeba enoachi no mid morning no ebetoa so ediamao na promoto a yasan kofa kasebo no abasa na dwumadi nyina eko kwisi se enedai ebeba na wieye kasebona si makraw